All right, so it's hard to explain how unfathomably stupid this is. So I'm gonna just let y'all watch first and then I'll break it down.
Okay, this is my thing. I've been buying jewelry and knowing my jewelry so long, like I look at jewelry like with a different eye, and so like start getting around, I'm not gonna say certain artists' names.
Sure.
Certain artists that was
something was funny, yeah.
Purchasing his jewelry, I noticed that the fluorescence and the shine, I could tell that it wasn't natural.
Right.
It's like looking at the difference between a sapphire, a cubic zirconium, a natural diamond, the different colors and shades from D, E, I, F, G, whatever, and then you get to the CBD diamonds. The CBD diamonds have a different flare and a different shine to them that looks very similar to CZ diamonds. But the thing about CZ diamonds is you obviously see it's too many off the wall colors that's shining too bright, and you can see the fake in it, even though at times it could look like it's something that's shining. I've noticed that with the carbon vaccinated diamonds, to me, when I see that, like, I noticed another thing about Eliantte pieces, that he used a lot of little diamonds in the pieces instead of using bigger stones to build up the pieces. Just recently, he started trying to experiment with bigger stones. But in the beginning, when I was calling it out, like, it was a couple years ago, he was making a lot of pieces with smaller stones, and I could just see the diamonds look like they were CBD. So I asked about it, and then I was told. Then I heard some people like Ian Connor being balling and them speak on it. So I was like, I knew there was CBD diamonds.
Well, listen, you're a diamond aficionado, bro, but the game really gets going with the different parcels and different things. But you never seen these numbers and pretend that you never did, bro,
No,
because
someone's
got to make a profit.
Yeah, okay. We got another rapper talking about jewelry. Y'all remember my video from a couple weeks ago with Benny the Butcher.
Tell if you got lab jewelry or not. That's right now. In 3 to 5 years, they're going to be able to put it on your shit to see if it's lab.
They're going to see that you're wearing lab-grown diamonds. You guys better stop wearing lab-grown diamonds. Okay, that was one thing. That's Benny's personal preference. He prefers a natural diamond to a lab diamond, even though there's really no big difference between the two, except one is way cheaper and ethical. But here we got Sauce Walka, who goes a step further. Sauce Walka, and we're going to go through this video and I'm going to break it down one by one. Sauce Walka claims that he can tell the difference between a lab-grown diamond and a natural diamond by eye. Damn! My man, why are you a rapper? If you can tell the difference between these different types of stones by eye, you need to be a jeweler. You need to be a chemist, a scientist, bro. We need you in the field because there are machines that can't even tell the difference between a lab diamond and a natural diamond. But you can tell by eye.
Okay, this is my thing. I've been buying jewelry and knowing my jewelry so long, like I look at jewelry like with a different eye. And
so he said he's been buying jewelry so long. He's been buying so much jewelry. Bro, I know them jewelers love you because they ripping you off. If this is how you thinking, these guys are probably ripping you off.
So like when I start getting around, I'm not gonna say certain artists' names.
Sure.
Certain artists that was
funny, yeah.
Purchasing his jewelry, I noticed that the fluorescence and the shine.
Now, to Sauce Walka's credit, he is correct. Natural diamonds do have a fluorescence to them due to the presence of certain gases like nitrogen and boron, but it's not something that you can tell.
And I turn the lights off and you see that this diamond and this diamond and this diamond. What I'm showing you right now is fluorescence. Does this mean that those diamonds are natural or are they lab grown? Natural diamonds have two things in them that can make them fluorescent: nitrogen or boron. Sometimes women will say, oh, you know, I put my hands in to have my fingernails done and the light made my diamond glow. Is it real? It's glowing because it's a natural diamond.
It's not just something you're going to look at. You look at another rapper's chain and see, oh, it's not like fluorescent. I can tell by the way it's hitting the light. No, that's not a thing. Sauce Walka, this guy he's talking to is a jeweler. This is TraxNYC. He's one of the biggest jewelers on YouTube. TraxNYC is looking at this guy like, shut up. TraxNYC is looking at this guy like, yo, please stop talking.
I could tell that it wasn't natural.
All right, so Sauce Walka, you got a future in chemistry. You could tell someone's diamond wasn't natural. just by looking at it?
Can you tell which one is the lab-grown diamond? I've been doing this for 35 years. I can't tell with my naked eye because it's grown from a natural diamond. It's grown from a little seed, and it just grows at an accelerated rate.
Yo, I don't know why you're rapping. You can make way more money in chemistry and jewelry. This is complete BS. Sauce Walka says he could tell by the fluorescence in the rapper's chain that it wasn't natural diamonds. Now he's gonna go on to say that they were CVD diamonds, which are lab-grown diamonds. You need a very expensive machine to be able to tell the difference between the two in the year 2025. But yo, Sauce Walka can tell just by looking at it, the fluorescence.
Right.
I in his jewelry, I noticed that the fluorescence and the shine, I could tell that it wasn't natural.
Right.
Bro said right.
It's like looking at the difference between a sapphire, a cubic zirconium, a natural diamond.
What? It's like, look, a sapphire, a cubic zirconium, a natural diamond. So what Sauce Walka is doing here is he's basically trying to peacock to this jeweler. Like, hey, I also know something about jewelry. A lot of people, they only know diamonds. They don't know the other gemstones. So Sauce Walka, he name drops the sapphire. Oh yeah, rappers don't be knowing about sapphire, huh? Cubic zirconium. Now he's gonna drop CVD in a minute. So now he's trying to peacock to the jeweler like, yo, I know something about this. But to a jeweler who actually knows, they're gonna listen to Sauce Walka say something like this, and it's gonna have the reverse effect. Instead of thinking like, yo, this guy really knows his stuff, they're gonna think, yeah, this guy doesn't know anything. The more he talks, the less I think he knows. And this is why I think, yo, jeweler's probably been having a field day with Sauce Walka. If he's approaching them like this, talking, and the more he talks, the less it seems like he knows, yo, they're about to beat him over the head on prices, man.
The different colors and shades from D, E, I, F, G, whatever, and then you get to the CB.
So again, more peacocking. So Sauce Walka is showing like, yo, I know that like there's a color chart with diamonds. There's the D, there's the E, there's the I. But yo, Sauce Walka, he's special. He can tell the difference between a D and an E. And he's trying to show this jeweler like, yo, I know a little something, something too. But I repeat, it's having the opposite effect. The more he talks, the more TraxNYC is like, yeah, this guy doesn't know anything.
CVD diamonds. The CVD diamonds have a different flare and a different shine to them that looks very similar to CZ diamonds.
All right, so Sauce Walka is basically trying to say that he can tell a lab-grown diamond from a natural diamond just by looking at it because a lab-grown diamond has a different flare, like it has a different shine to it that's similar to cubic zirconia. This is absolute bullshit. Hey y'all, I am a one-man show. I record, edit the video myself, create the thumbnail, everything. So hitting like and subscribe does help a bunch. Thanks so much. Back to the video. This is garbage. Saying things like this to someone who actually knows about gemstones and jewelry, they're gonna start looking at you like you don't know what you're talking about. Which TraxNYC has already reached that point. Look at his face.
But the thing about CZ diamonds is you obviously see it's too many.
Yo, he desperately wants to get out of here. He's like, yo, this man's got me cornered at this seat. Get me out of here, somebody.
CZ diamonds is you obviously see it's too many off the wall colors they're shining too bright, and you can see the fake in it, even though at times it could look like it's.
And he just won't stop talking. Like it Trax. He just won't stop talking. Mind you, TraxNYC has gone on his YouTube channel saying that he'll never buy a natural diamond again.
I've been doing this for 18 years. I'm not gonna buy a single natural diamond from here on out for myself personally. You know why? Because I don't want to get ripped off. I'm not gonna spend $22,000 because someone dug a hole in the ground.
Like, so you're trying to tell a jeweler this. I can tell the difference between a lab-grown diamond. Well, can you tell the difference between his? Come on, man. Yo, this is embarrassing.
Something is shining. I've noticed that with the carbon.
Sauce Walka won't let him get a word in.
It's shining. I've noticed that with the carbon vaccinated diamonds. To me, when I see
again more peacocking, like yo, Sauce Walka is showing like yo, I know the term. Again, this is gonna sound smart to somebody who doesn't know anything about gemstones and jewelry. Like, oh, CVD, oh, carbon vaccinated, oh, fluorescence. But to a jeweler, they're going to make this face at you, brother. TraxNYC has been so gracious to not interrupt Sauce Walka, but I think he should at this point.
Yeah, like I noticed another thing about Elian's pieces. He used a lot of little diamonds in the pieces instead of using bigger stones
Right.
to fill up the pieces. Just recently,
Yeah, that's what you got to do with it. But someone's just talking straight bullshit to you, you just got to agree. It's like that one meme. F arguing with y'all, I'm going to start agreeing with you dumb. Like, TraxNYC is like, yeah, facts. Right? You right. Uh-huh. Yeah, true.
started trying to experiment with bigger stones. But in the beginning, when I was calling it out, like,
even the cameraman is getting fed up with this. He's getting bored of it. He's zooming in on random stuff.
a couple years ago, he was making a lot of pieces with smaller stones, and I could just see the diamonds look like they were CBD. So I asked about it.
Sauce Walka, you should be a billionaire. People should stop investing tens of thousands of dollars into these oven machines to tell the difference between lab and natural diamonds, because you can tell by eye. They can just hire you to come do it. You can tell by eye. Stop with the BS.
And then I was told. Then I heard some people like Ian Connor being bothered and them speak on it. So I was like, I knew they were CBD diamonds.
Well, listen, you're a diamond aficionado, bro, but the game really gets going with the different parcels and different things. But you never seen these numbers and pretend that you never did, bro,
No,
because
sometimes
someone's got to make a profit.
Yeah. Sauce Walka, I'm afraid that jewelers are beating you over the head with premiums. If you're going into your shop saying this, trying to show them that you know something about diamonds in an attempt to not get ripped off, like, I'm gonna go in here and tell them everything I know about diamonds, that way they don't try to rip me off. If this is like your elevator pitch, which you just gave, you know, TraxNYC right here, stop doing it. Because you're gonna go to these jewelers and you're gonna start saying things like, I could tell the difference between a lab and a natural diamond by the fluorescence, and they're just gonna be like, yo, he can't tell the difference. You're gonna pay for a natural diamond, they'll probably sell you a lab diamond, because they know you can't tell the difference. You're talking bullshit. Stop it. Sauce Walka. And TraxNYC, yo, let us all learn a lesson from this, right? A wise man told me don't argue with fools because people from a distance can't tell who is who. TraxNYC knows that what Sauce Walka is saying is BS, but he's just like, he's letting them get his ish off. Like, yo, yep, you right, bang, yep, facts. I hear you, bro, yep, yo, you're a diamond aficionado, bang. You're a talented rapper, I got nothing against you. But the rappers, they gotta stop doing this thing with lab diamonds. I think the reason why lab diamonds bother rappers so much is because they use like diamonds as a way to show that they're better than other people. Like, yo, I got this big chain on it, it's iced out Rolex. They're doing it to show that they're better than people. I'm not saying Sauce Walka personally does this, but a lot of rappers do that. So now that these same diamonds are accessible to the average person, they feel less special about their pieces. And they probably also feel ripped off. Like, yo, I bought this chain for $50,000 in 2012. And the same chain today with lab diamonds, which looks exactly the same, only costs $12,000. It's part I feel ripped off, and the other part like, yo, now the common man can buy this stuff. The common rapper, the indie rapper, they can all buy what I felt made me special at one point, right? So I think this is the real reason why rappers specifically don't like lab diamonds, because from what I've seen on the internet, everyone loves lab diamonds. I mean, except maybe the diamond industry, everyone loves it. You know, guys who are buying wedding rings, yo, you don't gotta save 3 months salary just to get a ring. Like, you can get a lab diamond very affordable, you know, especially if you're buying on credit. Like, there's no group that I've seen upset about proliferation of lab diamonds other than the diamond industry and rappers, because they don't get to feel as special anymore with their diamonds, right? Let's use our smarts. You got them. Let's use our smarts. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Let me know what y'all think of this. This is just baffling to me. Baffling. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.